Hello and welcome to Only Stupid Answers. My name is Sam Basher.
And I'm DJ Wilders.
Today we're talking about Harley Quinn episode 2 from the DC Universe app. It's called A High Bar. Determined to become one of the vaunted Legion of Doom, Harley attempts to make a big splash by crashing one of their criminal enterprises with the help of her BFF Poison Ivy. Will she succeed or be humiliated in the process?
Or both. Well, you could be both.
I'm a big fan.
You could The Office. 9 years of The Office taught us you can succeed and be humiliated in the process.
It's always a toss up.
Yeah.
Can I just
33 years of life have taught me that you can succeed and be humiliated in the process.
Can we get some kites in the chat, please?
Yeah.
I know we're not doing a live thing. Just write some kites down there in the chat because Kite Man does make his debut. Shout out to Tom King. He does the Kite Man. Hell yeah. And it actually makes sense when he does it. Never not funny of him opening a kite indoors and knocking a kid over.
Yeah.
Every time. He's like, your power is talking to plants. My power is kite. It's not a power.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how again why maybe Poison Ivy has decided to not participate because basically everybody just hits on her all the time. Yeah,
and it's always these Z-listers that wants to team up. It's like, oh hey, just seeing you there, Kite Man. Yeah. And he's like, I love when he presumes there's going to be sex.
Yeah,
and he's like, we know you could have taken a cab. It would have been way faster than a kite. And he has to check the weather before he flies.
Yeah, he's pretty useless. And what was interesting to me, so Harley Quinn decides to join the Legion of Doom. They're at this what she presumes is a heist. It's
slash
like a
party kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a bank, but it's also like a.
It's a mint. It's a mint.
But it's got like a hall. It's got like a yeah. So it's confusing, but it ends up being the bar mitzvah for Penguin's kid. Is the setup. And I will admit what was a little worrying for me is they said Legion of Doom, but it was only Batman villains. And so I was like, oh, does that mean we're not going to... But in the later episodes, we get other DC villain. Like the Legion of Doom is the Legion of Doom. It's just the Batman villain showed up for this one.
Yeah, and they've got very specific takes on each of the characters. Bane, he's doing the voice from Dark Knight Rises.
It's basically the same. I wonder if there's some crossover with the writers in this and the Lego Batman movie because it's the same joke for Bane, and it's like that's what props to Dark Knight Rises for this is now a definitive take of Bane.
I guess so because it's the one that's stuck in people's brains maybe
because Young Justice is still trying to have Danny Trejo and remind people that in the comics he's Latin American. It's like, no, Tom Hardy Bane voice.
Hey, he might be Hispanic. I don't know. I don't know underneath the mask. I have no idea. But I do like his bits where Joker takes his food and he's like, what are we doing? Or he's like, I'm going to keep both of these.
Yeah.
Such a good bit.
It makes sense that Joker would be kind of like an alpha asshole in the League of Batman villains.
And they make a good point. It's like, why does anybody listen to him?
Yeah.
He has no powers.
Yeah.
Bane, why are you dealing with this?
Yeah.
You could take out Joker right now.
Yep.
Be done with it. Shout out to Raul Coley from iZombie as Scarecrow. He is... I like that take of Scarecrow.
100%.
In the inner office, they're talking about, didn't you hear that Harley dumped Joker and everything?
Yeah.
Shout out to Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
It sounds like they got Howie Mandel to
voice Howie Mandel.
One and done.
Yeah, because he's dead in this universe now.
Very dead.
Yeah.
But hey, and he had his own cooking show.
Yeah.
That may have been where he went wrong. I don't know if he's ever done that. He's more of a host on America's Got Talent, radio. You get it. Maybe that was
doesn't like germs.
Harley, though, speaking of that scene, Harley needs to stop breaking TVs. That probably won't happen again.
Wink.
No, the idea that Penguin is married and they're like this older Jewish couple, I don't believe he's married ever really in the comics.
No.
I don't care. I like Mrs. Cobblepot in this, where she's just kind of having to accommodate all of her husband's horrible friends and their horrible son, and all the jokes with his friends who are making fun of him who went to camp and finger banging and everything. It's it feels like it bordered on is this funny or is this kind of just gross that the kids are making these jokes? And I was like, I landed this is funny. I actually like that they're fully making fun of this kid in front of Harley who has to sit at a kid's table, and they're hitting on Poison Ivy at the same time. It's pretty good.
And they almost become plant people.
Kite Man was pulling a prank. He was like, what did you think this was? What did you think I was going to do with this? They were fully going to die. That's a bummer. They're going to turn into plants. And that was a good bit where it's like, her whole thing is seducing people and kissing. It was like, it means nothing.
Yeah.
I just have to give it to you this way.
Exactly.
Weird, but it worked enough in this. I think the standout, though, is Harley taking out a improv group.
Yep. That were just there to help this kid do his first robbery?
His first heist.
Yeah.
That the Mint is so secure that they allow the Legion of Doom to have parties.
Yeah.
I love this show, man. These are they're really snappy jokes, and they don't really wait at all. They keep moving through it. You get to see that Harley is capable of taking out an improv group. But overall, she's a good fighter.
And she also, last episode, she took out all Joker's henchmen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She's got her skills.
She does.
She just doesn't necessarily have all the info.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Poison Ivy's apartment, by the way. I like that it's like the top of this building that has been fully taken over by plants.
And her Venus flytrap companion, voiced by J.B. Smoove.
That definitely... Thank you.
Yes.
I did not look it up, but it was like, I know this voice. I can't figure it out. Big fan of the eyes. Mm-hmm. But I never see them in the scene, really. I'm just looking at... I assume they're in his head somewhere.
They're in there somewhere.
Yeah.
He's seeing somehow.
And he fully ate a kid.
Yeah.
And the kid's parents.
Yes. And yet we were afraid to kill off the kids in this episode.
I know, right?
Where are the standards?
Oh, very true.
Yeah.
No stakes. No stakes whatsoever.
No stakes.
I'm very happy that Kite Man gets a debut in this.
Yeah.
I know in future episodes, based on literally all the promotional material and the posters, and I can say this feeling pretty confident. When we get Harley's crew, I'm very excited to meet those Batman villains and other DC characters as well, because they bring out a really cool side in for Harley and her as like a leader and everything. In this, her solo act, not that it... I mean, technically she succeeds, but then the rest of it is convincing a kid that he's not a man really because he didn't finger bang somebody at camp.
Are you excited for Kite Man to be played by Zac Efron in The Batman?
Interesting. He can do it.
Here first. Okay.
Oh, wait. Who would you cast as Kite Man?
I don't know.
Does he need to be jacked? I mean, he's got to hold that position as a...
You know what? You got to... That's so stupid.
What, Kite Man?
Kite Man.
Kite Man. Yeah. Hell yeah. He's made it, man. Yeah. He's big times. He's
getting ready to have his own limited series.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Freeze for a long time wasn't that big of a character.
But like Mr. Freeze has like a freeze gun. Yeah. Like, how do you improve Kite Man to be like...
Make it freeze stuff.
Give him a freeze gun.
Make it freeze stuff. Yeah. Just point it at stuff and you can freeze it. Big fan. Honestly, I love the way they're building out this entire... I love the politics in the Legion of Doom. You get why Joker he's just an ass.
Yeah.
Also rebuilding how hard it is to rebuild a lair after your ex blows it up pretty well. It's Bad News Bears. And also he's like, why does a contractor have to come out here? It's an evil lair. Yeah. At the end, like it needs it's zoned for residency. Yeah. It's at the end of a decrepit pier. Yeah. No one's living there. Good jokes. Yeah. Big fan of that. Oh, workplace comedy. So you made a good point last time. It definitely feels like this is what Powerless was supposed to be, and it didn't quite get there.
Didn't quite get there. This one has a little bit more leash to play around on with language and violence and characters.
Yeah, there were, in this episode in particular, there was violence, but it just kind of felt like it made more sense here because it lined up with the joke well that she fully just beat up a bunch of innocent people. Yeah. The bone sticking out of that guy's leg when he tries to stand up is
it's hard. You know what? He's going to have a long road to recovery.
Harley got to walk away skipping with her gal pal, Poison Ivy. Ooh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? She could have fully killed the Joker, and I think everyone would have been okay with it. But we'll have to see.
Tune in for later weeks if they're gonna kill off the Joker.
Will they finally do it? Someone's going to be bold enough one of these days.
One of these days.
We'll get close. What would you give this episode?
I would give this episode an 8.
An 8?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, I give it so a little less than last week.
Yes.
Interesting.
I think I enjoyed the premiere more than this episode.
There you go. This is like an all-time favorite for me. I'd give it like a 9.2 to be annoying. I like 9. I think.
You know what? I'm thinking about other episodes, and I'm going to give this one an 8.5.
Oh, went up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to give this one an 8.5.
Not bad. How bad do you want your own Kite Man live action anthology. Okay, so you know the HBO Max is doing that anthology show.
I would watch an episode with Kite Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you want hell?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Get some hell yeahs in the chat, please, and thank you.
Give us some of them hell yeahs.
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you're thinking of the show. If you're considering it after this review, shame on you for listening to all the spoilers we talked about. But I do recommend you guys checking out because it is a fresh take. It's original. It's wildly entertaining. And I think you guys would have a hoot and a holler. Also, it feels very approachable for people who are not DC fans.
Yes,
it is
agreed.
Very rewarding for DC fans.
I can't imagine any... Like somebody that's like, oh, I don't know about DC getting the whole app.
Yeah.
I mean, that feels like a pretty big, if you're just like, maybe DC, it feels like a pretty big commitment. But yeah, I do agree that I think it would be if your spouse has it and you're like, I don't know if it's for me, check out Harley Quinn. You know what I mean?
I want to know if they'll ever name a highway in our world after Harley Quinn.
That'd be pretty cool. That was a pretty good villain goal.
Yeah.
You know, can't always be world domination. You know what I mean?
Just name a highway after me. Yeah. Which you can pay for. That's the thing you can do.
Yeah.
Without having to rob a bank. Yeah. You don't have to do it.
Well, I mean, where else do you get the money?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Also, you have to clean it afterwards. Just name it after me.
Yeah.
That's way easier. Gang, if you want a highway named after yourself, let us know in the comments down below. We can't do anything about that.
Yeah. Just let us know.
Let us know. Or you can tweet at us at Sam Basher.
At TJ Talks Trash.
And Only Stupid Answers.
You got the vowels from stupid.
Bing, bing, boom. Check out patreon.com/onlystupidanswers for all of our extra content. As low as $5 a month. Do not miss out. Maybe gift it to your spouse. I don't know how to do that, but you probably could. Gang, we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.